Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles issue number 24 from Mirage Studios. This came out August 1989, and this is another guest comic. This one by Rick Vadich. So this one is Down to the River. It's not that bad of an issue, actually. It is I'm guessing two-parter, or at least this one ends with the to be continued. So I don't know if it's a two-parter or a three-parter. I'm guessing maybe a two-parter. But yeah, this one we have the turtles in their training with Master Splinter, and then basically because of Raphael finds all this boring and stuff like that, and he kind of dips out, and he decides to go play in the water, and basically because of that, Master Splinter ends the training, and he kind of questions if you turtles are ready for the next stage and stuff like that. And of course the turtles get pissed off at their brother because it's like they're taking this seriously, and Raphael's like goofing off and spoiling everything for everybody. So they go to confront Raphael and basically tell him if you don't allow Splinter to teach us, then we're going to teach you something. And Raphael is playing on this tree, and he falls and he lands in the water. And he basically swims all the way down to the bottom. His brothers dive in to go help him. And then Raphael kind of shoves them under into some dirt and basically gets out of the water and starts, laughing at them. And so the turtles actually grab a bunch of sticks and they're going to beat him up with it. When Raphael's like, hey guys, check this out. And he shows them little tiny turtle eggs that have been hatched. And inside they see a bunch of little turtle babies. And as they're looking at these little turtle babies, they see one of them has this leech attached to it. And of course, Raphael, makes a big thing about, a leech. So his brothers decide to play a prank on him by grabbing the leech, putting it on him, and then chucking him into the river. And then, of course, Raph gets pissed off, and Raph looks at this leech, and he's thinking about squeezing it to death, and he's like, nah, it's not your fault. So he chucks the leech into the water. Big mistake right there. So yeah, from here on out, we have the turtles again trying to do some training, but Raphael basically is just sweating like crazy. He passes out. They take him into the water to cool him down, and then they see a snapping turtle, and you see this creature grab onto the snapping turtle and pull it underwater. So the turtles we gotta take care of our own. So they chase after it, and they discover the leech, which has now become giant. And so they trap it inside the cave, and Raphael says he basically puts his shell to the little cave and blocks it. And he's like, you guys go get the master, and I'll keep it blocked in here. So they dip out and they go to get the master. When they come back, Raphael is completely out of it, and he passes out and falls over, and we see the leech attached to his shell. And so Leonardo gets pissed off and he slices it to pieces, and they take Raphael home. And from here on out, Raphael just starts acting really, really childish. He starts acting pretty babyish. His mannerisms, the way he talks, his skills has deteriorated. He can no longer play computer games with Donatello. He can no longer play hide and seek, or I should say tag. He's too scared to go on top of a rooftop. When he's training with Leo kicks the crap out of him. Raphael can't even hold a spoon. It's just he's in a bad way. And the turtles and Splinter are kind of discussing what's going on with him, and basically they realize that he's devolving. He's turning back into a regular turtle. And their theory is that the leech that was leeching off of Raphael was not only sucking out his blood, but was also sucking out the mutagen that was in him. And so without the mutagen, he's slowly devolving back into a regular turtle. So they discover, hey, we have to go back to the river and find the rest of the leech that we can. So as April, Splinter, Casey, and the turtles are doing that, this sheriff shows up and basically says, this is a game preserve. You're not allowed to fish or hunt after dark. And, he's here on the river, I'm the law. And that's when they get close to him, and then they realize that it's not a sheriff, it's actually the Leech wearing a sheriff's costume. And the Leech grabs Raphael, It looks like he sucks out some more of him, and then he takes off, taunting the turtles. And as the turtles try to give chase, they discover the dead body of the actual sheriff, who's had all the blood sucked out of his body. And then now the turtles are like, all right, well, we got to go. We got to hunt this guy down. We got to hunt down this giant leech, and we got to bring him back alive so that we can bring our brother back. Otherwise, he's going to be stuck as a regular turtle for, you know, the rest of his life. And so the turtles go out to make their hunt, and that's how we end it. So yeah, I thought this was pretty cool. I like this issue. It's really interesting. I liked just this actually has more of like a horror feel, especially the part where the leech shows up as a sheriff and just like a silhouette. You don't see him. Like it reminds me so much of I forgot the name of the specific story, but the H.P. Lovecraft story. Oh, what was it called? Color Out of Space? No, I think that's the one with the well. It's the one where like one of the main character comes down into like the library, and he sees like a figure sitting in the chair, and he has a conversation with the figure, and then he leaves. And then later on, he discovers that the figure he was talking to was not the person who he thought it was, but actually a alien that was masquerading as this human. And it's just like such this like creepy little moment, and that reminded me. This issue reminded me of that story. Yeah, it's just kind of creepy how it's basically went from this tiny little leech, and now it's this giant leech that's killing people and able to like mimic them and stuff like that. Also kind of reminds me of that movie Mimic, with the cockroaches who can like mimic human voices and stuff like that. So yeah, this has kind of like almost like a horror-ish feel to it, but I like it. It's good. So for a guest comic, I enjoyed this issue a lot. Of course, I wish that we would go back to like, you know, the main story stuff, but either way, still a nice, good, fun little issue. So there we go. There's Down to the River. Next issue is going to be the Riverheim, and we'll see how that goes. But hope you guys enjoyed the video. Tell me what you guys think, and yeah, hope to see you guys next time. Take care, everybody. Later. So what did you guys think of that video? I hope you guys enjoyed. If you guys haven't already, please subscribe, hit that bell for a notification, leave a like if you enjoyed the video. And if you didn't enjoy the video, thank you for watching it this far, and I hope the next video is more to your liking. Feel free to check out the playlist that you guys see, and I hope to see you guys next time. Later.